When Black Sabbath released Never Say Die in 1978, the irony of the title was lost on nobody, including the band. I'm Brian Raleigh, and this is Doomed to Fail. Give us your thoughts on Never Say Die. Is it a hidden gem, or better left forgotten? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned for more UCR deep dives on classic rock albums that were doomed to fail. Black Sabbath revolutionized heavy music at the dawn of the 70s with classic albums like their self-titled debut, Paranoid, and Master of Reality. But years of rampant drug abuse and dwindling album sales left them a worn-out husk of a band. Black Sabbath struggled to complete 1976's messy, freewheeling technical Ecstasy, and by the time they commenced work on Never Say Die in early 1978, they could barely stand, let alone play. For starters, the band found itself without a singer. Ozzy Osbourne briefly quit Black Sabbath in 1977 and was replaced with ex-Savoy Brown and Fleetwood Mac singer Dave Walker. When he returned a few months later, he refused to sing any songs the band had written with Walker, forcing them to start from scratch. We ended up having to write in the day so we could record in the evening, and we never had time to review the tracks and make changes, guitarist Tony Iommi told Guitar World in 1992. As a result, the album sounds very confused. The British rockers also faced dismal conditions as they recorded the album at Toronto's Sounds Interchange Studios in the dead of winter. I booked the studio out in Toronto, never having seen it in my life, because the Stones had used it, Iommi told Classic Rock magazine in 2015. It was too plush. I had all the carpet ripped up because it just sounded dead in there. Once Black Sabbath did get down to business writing songs for Never Say Die, Osbourne couldn't stand what his bandmates came up with. In 2013, the singer told Mojo magazine, "I'd go down to the studio and I'd hear what sounded like a jazz band playing. Is this really Black Sabbath?" Bassist Geezer Butler said the singer would frequently criticize his lyrics as well. "I was so pissed off writing lyrics toward the end of the Ozzy era," Butler told Brave Words in 2021. "I was trying to put some lyrics across, but Ozzy couldn't understand where I was coming from. So I sort of said, that's it. I'm done writing lyrics for the band." This frustration and lack of focus reveals itself throughout Never Say Die. The album opens in familiar hard-rocking fashion with the energized title track, but veers into keyboard rock on Johnny Blade and Over to You, and jazz on the brassy instrumental Breakout. Drummer Bill Ward tries his hand at lead vocals on the album closer Swinging the Chain, with less than sparkling results. Months before they released Never Say Die, Black Sabbath suffered another crushing blow to their morale when they brought the up-and-coming Van Halen on the road as their opening act. Hot off the release of their debut album, Van Halen routinely wiped the floor with Black Sabbath. The headliners knew they were running on empty, and their exhaustion inspired the tongue-in-cheek title of Never Say Die. "People didn't realize that it was sort of tongue-in-cheek, the Never Say Die thing," Butler told Guitar World in 2001, "because we knew that was it. We just knew it was never going to happen again. We did this 10th anniversary tour with Van Halen in 1978, and everybody's going, here's to another 10 years. And I'm going, yeah, sure." Black Sabbath released Never Say Die on September 28, 1978. The record peaked at a paltry number 69 on the Billboard 200 and took 19 years to receive a gold certification. The band only played 3 songs off the album on the Never Say Die tour, and they never appeared in the set lists again after 1978. Never Say Die has received a slightly kinder reappraisal in recent years, from critics and the band members themselves. While it's far from the earth-shaking doom metal of their early days, it's fascinating to hear Black Sabbath expand their sonic palette. "In the circumstances, I thought we did the best we could," Ward told Classic Rock in 2015. "We were taking care of business ourselves. We didn't have millions from the record company, and we tried to experiment with jazz and stuff the way we had in the early days." Still, Never Say Die served as the final nail in the coffin for the original Black Sabbath lineup. The band fired Osbourne in 1979 and quickly replaced him with former Rainbow vocalist Ronnie James Dio, going on to release the critically acclaimed Heaven and Hell in 1980 and Mob Rules in 1981. Osbourne, meanwhile, reinvented himself as a solo star with 1980's Blizzard of Oz. The album sold 5 million copies, revitalized the singer's floundering career, and introduced the world to Randy Rhoads, who would become one of the most beloved metal guitarists of all time. Find more from Black Sabbath by clicking the link in this video's description, and make sure to subscribe to our UCR channel here on YouTube for all the best news and history of classic rock and pop culture.